I wonder what I am going to have for breakfast for today. Hmm. What to do? What
Hey,
to do?
you.
What?
Yeah, you.
Me?
Come here.
Okay.
I am the mighty donut, and if you eat me, I will give you endless power.
Really? You're gonna give me endless power?
Don't do it, Tyler. It's a trap. To the dark
I knew
side.
it.
Listen to your intuition and go get yourself some eggs and a banana.
Yeah,
It
you're
will
right.
be
I should
better
go
for
do
you
that.
and healthier. And
Alright.
it will help you along your path.
You're right. I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go get some eggs and a banana. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. When did you get there? Good morning. Good morning, gardeners. How are you guys doing? Don't mind me, I'm just, making some breakfast for myself. Just whisking up some eggs. Alright, that should be good. Alright, so while I get my breakfast finished, today we'll be talking about, natural nutrients for your plants. Now, we, as, people that buy, like vegetables and stuff like that and grow vegetables and stuff, we tend to have nutrients that we're not really thinking about. Um, and the most common, deficiencies that we have in our gardens are nitrogen deficiencies and um, calcium deficiencies and potassium deficiencies, also phosphorus deficiencies. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna throw that in there. All right, cool. Um, but basically, you can get all your calcium just by breaking up these eggshells in your day-to-day life. That whenever you crack an egg, you'll have eggs or you'll have calcium for your garden, and you basically just crush those eggshells up, and you know, and then you have calcium. Over time, they will dissolve. It's not going to, or they'll break down into the ground. They're not going to do it instantly because the worms need time to, break it down and stuff like that. But obviously, it's going to do its job eventually. And I found that, bananas really work good for a good potassium deficiency. So if you have a potassium deficiency in your garden, you can just you know grab a banana, cut up the banana peels, and you'll be all set. All right, cool. And when it comes to nitrogen, you can just grab some beans and stuff, and natural that's a plant that helps with nitrogen because absorbs uh, it absorbs all that stuff from the sun, and it puts the nitrogen back into the soil, so it really helps benefit your soil conditions and stuff like that. So if you have a nitrogen deficiency, the best thing to do is to really you know get some beans and then plant them in your soil, and then over time your soil is going to be you know ab- like super abundant, and you're just gonna be like, wow, it seems like it's getting, richer and richer every year, especially if you're, putting beans and stuff into your soil and stuff like that. And, that's why, because it's filling your beds with nitrogen when you have like a bunch of plants that are really nitrogen absorbers. So like tomatoes, eggplants, all those plants are really heavy with nitrogen and stuff like that. And the bean plants are going to help like resupply nitrogen without you having to go out to the store and getting Miracle Grow or anything that has a little bit of nitrogen inside it, so that way you give it its daily dose. When you have bean plants, you don't really need to. You can just plant them in the ground and do whatever, you know, you're good. But basically, when it comes to bananas and potassium, you want to really cut them up, because the more cut up they are, the better it is for the worms to break down. And I find, taking, each peel and then cutting it into halves and then, cutting it a little bit more, and it will be the easiest for the worms, but obviously you can cut it, however many times you want. It's going to help the worms regardless. And it usually takes, about a week to really for those plants to get that potassium that you're seeking. So if you start seeing a potassium deficiency on your plants, which is, on bean plants, there would be a, the outer rim of the leaf is like turning yellow, but the inner leaf is still green. That is a potassium deficiency. If you find that it's yellow on the inside but still kind of green on the outside, that is a nitrogen deficiency. So that means you need nitrogen in your soil, or plants provide nitrogen rather than take nitrogen from the ground. So, yeah. What else? Oh, well, since you guys are here, let me show you my breakfast for today. I know the omelet's a little red ish, but it's fine. I just, as long as it's an egg, I like it. How do you guys like your eggs? I like my eggs, like an omelet, or sunny side up. But if it's not sunny side up and it's not an omelet, it's kind of just boring to me. Um, Especially if you're just boiling eggs. It's just like, yeah, I gotta wait 20 minutes for the eggs to boil in water, and then I gotta do another 10 minutes to peel the egg, and then I finally get my reward. With an omelet, it takes about 5 minutes or 3 minutes, depending on what heat you have it on. Normally, you want to have it on about 5 or 4 degrees, or 5 or 4 on the knob, and it will be perfect in just like 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes. And yeah, any longer, I'm going to show you guys how I cut my banana, even though whatever, the banana peels. Alright, so I'm just going to get paper towel just for the banana inside, so that way I'm not wasting it and I can eat it later. I know my hands are probably gonna get sticky, but I have a fork over there, so I can just eat it with a fork if I really wanted to. But yeah. Ooh, banana. Alright. So, this is what I do. I just take each peel and I break it up like that. And you can leave that, I guess. But Basically, oh, I put the knife back in the sink. It's alright. It was just in the sink. It's not like it was anywhere where it was going to need it, or like in any food or anything. It was just whatever. It's going in the ground anyways. It's not like I'm eating it or consuming it. So, alright, cool. So, that's, the size that I, cut my banana peels up in. You can do smaller than that. I might even, go smaller, maybe go like one middle right there, and just go like that. And you can spread these out throughout your garden, your raised beds, and you will have potassium throughout your entire bed. Yeah, so one banana is completely fine. That's all you need to fill an entire bed. If you have multiple beds, obviously you're going to need more. And like I said, with the calcium and the eggshells, you're going to, you're going to need to break this. You're going to need to crush it up, because if you don't, then the worms are going to have a hard time really breaking this down. And in a few years, it takes about a year for them to really break down eggshells when they're crushed up. So if they're not broken up, then they're just going to be in the ground. Obviously, they can still get some nutrients from there if you left some egg inside the shells, but it's not necessarily going to really help you in any way. And if you have, spoiled milk or whatever, you can throw that spoiled milk in your garden and you will get more calcium that way as well. Like I said, it's better to use the stuff that you're just going to throw out anyways, or eat or consume, because going out to the store and buying all that stuff can be really expensive. So that's just what I like doing. I like using what I have at home rather than going to the store and paying money for something that I already have at home, right? So that's going to be this video on Shed Wars. I hope you got something out of it. I did like a few cooking tips, a little animation, or not really an animation, but like a little cut scene for you guys. I don't know, I really enjoyed making this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Either way, I'm going to go make or eat that omelet and toast and banana, and I'll see you guys in the next garden video or zodiac sign video. But other than that, see you guys next time. Peace.